Hello, my name is Manda Ferrara, and I am the Director of Programs at the One Family Ministries. This will be just a short video introducing the One Family Ministries, who we are, who we serve, and how we impact the families around us. So, who are we? We are a Christ-centered nonprofit located in Middle Tennessee, and our primary reason for existing is to serve kinship and adoptive families in the South Central region of Tennessee. Our mission is to equip families through Christ-centered education, resources, and community so that no family walks alone. And our vision is to see every kinship and adoptive family supported in love, preserving family bonds, promoting long-term stability, and reflecting the heart of the Good Shepherd who leaves the 99 to care for the one. Hence our beautiful name, the One Family Ministries. So, there is a specific reason why we did create this program because of the need that's in our area. We exist because kinship and adoptive families often have very little support when stepping in to support these children. Kinship has a few different examples of a type of a family. We have our traditional kinship families, which are going to be external from the nuclear family members stepping in. So that can look like grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, things like that to step in for minor children. And there's also fictitious kinship families as well, which is going to be a family friend or community member stepping up, acting as a family member to support the minor children in need. And then, of course, our adoptive families are those who have adopted internationally or domestically through DCS or private. And after adoption, there is often very little support that is provided to them. And because of this, they're very often under resourced and overwhelmed with the needs of these children. And because of that, the risk of burnout is significantly higher. And then also a risk of placement disruption is much higher as well. And what that means is disruption placement means that a child is removed from the home willingly or unwillingly due to not meeting the needs of the child. So, our response to this need is to create our program called the One Wraparound Support. This is a trauma-informed, Christ-centered model with two tiers of care to support these families in the South Central region of Tennessee. And our goal is to offer both practical help and relational support to ultimately create that long-term stability. So let's dive into our programs. We have two different types of care, our level 1 care and our level 2 care. I'm going to start with our level 1 care. Level 1 care is support for all kinship and adoptive families that apply through our program and are approved. What they can receive is trauma-informed training, usually within the first quarter of becoming a family with us. They will receive check-ins with our lead family advocate. This is typically on a weekly basis. Access to our wraparound closet, which is going to include diapers, wipes, and clothing for all sizes. Opportunity for day-long respite care with another family in our community. Holiday and birthday support. Assistance in navigating the TenCare and DCS systems. We hope to act as a liaison in this support, as well as giving each of these families counseling access. We estimate that it takes approximately $3,700 per family per year to support a level 1 care. Moving on to level 2 care, this is going to be support for our high need families. And what happens is when a family enters our care, they will be approved at the level 1. And if there is an additional assessment that indicates further need, they could be qualified for level 2 care. So they will receive all of level 1 plus director case oversight in addition to the lead family advocate, as well as monthly financial support for childcare, groceries, utilities, and transportation. And we have estimated that each family will cost approximately $9,600 per year to support in level 2 care. Now, there is going to be some eligibility requirements to become part of our program for the One Wraparound Support. Level 1 is that a family who is applying must be considered a kinship level family. Again, that could be traditional kinship or fictitious kinship, or an adoptive caregiver. They must be living in a South Central Region county, which does include 12 counties in the state of Tennessee. The trauma training is required within the first 90 days of becoming a family, as well as participation in our intake and ongoing engagement with our staff members. In order to be eligible for level 2, again, that's that higher need for our families, the income level must be below 150% of the federal poverty line. They must have 2 or more kids or a child with special needs. The placement may have been within the past 90 days. There is maybe a history of disruption or DCS involvement. Maybe the family is at risk of losing placement, or it's a single parent or a full-time worker with very little support. We ask that our level 2 families would meet 5 of these requirements to be considered eligible for it. Level 1 eligibility families will be renewed at a yearly basis and reevaluated on that yearly basis as well. And that will include an interview with our lead family advocate to ensure that needs are still there for our program, while our level 2 will be evaluated on a quarterly basis with an interview. So our main goals are stability, support, community, capacity, and sustainability. I'm going to dive a little further into that. We have seen the instability in the state of Tennessee and our country of these placement disruptions. The amount of transitions that these children may have to go through in foster care or because of disruptions is astronomical and so sad. And we believe that if we can create stability for these families, this prevention of disruption will definitely go up, and we will see less disruptions across our counties. We want to offer that support because, as I mentioned earlier, support tends to stop after adoption occurs. And for kinship families, there's very little support to begin with. This will inherently reduce caregiver stress by us stepping in to help support them. We also believe in a very community relational aspect. We want to build these faith-filled relationships with these families by not only connecting them with churches, but connecting them with families in the county that they live in or surrounding counties with families that are going through similar situations. We will be offering monthly support groups for these families and dinner groups that are much more relaxed and able to be relational. We want to also increase capacity for these families. The more tools and education that we can give them, the less stress there will be and more confidence there will be in those caregiving skills. And lastly, we want to increase sustainability. We want to provide long-term solutions to create long-term families. And we believe by offering the programs of level 1 and level 2 care, we can create that long-term sustainability. Our approach is that we will have a family apply for our program and we will create a needs-based intake assessment individualized to their care, and that will be in an interview with them. And we will continue with ongoing mentorship and prayer throughout being involved in our program. And we will always stand in the gap when no one else will. So we are going to be here to listen, to support, and to provide in any way that we possibly can. I want to thank you for your time and understanding the One Family Ministries and a little bit about our wraparound program. And please reach out if you have any further questions. Thank you for your time.